cross-curricular. We will be taking page 1. First of all, the objectives of our lesson for today, just a small one, which is to inform students about a famous Middle Eastern dish. Do you know what is the meaning of Middle Eastern dish? Or at least, do you know what is the meaning of Middle East? The Middle East, when we actually go into geography, it means the Arab world as we know it, which means, let's say, for example, in Asia, like Saudi Arabia and the other Gulf countries, for example, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates, and so on. And then we have the countries in Africa, for example, let's say, Egypt, Algeria, Morocco, and so on. Also, we have the other countries in Asia, for example, also Palestine, Syria, and so on. So this is the Middle East. And when we speak about dishes, do you know what is the meaning of dish? It means a food that is special for the people in the Middle East. People in the Middle East actually make it. So these are the Middle Eastern dishes. So we're going to speak about one of these dishes. Well, I believe that you are so excited because I am for that lesson. Okay, first of all, before we actually get into our lesson, we have a small warm-up as always. The warm-up here, we have a question that says, what is the last meal you cooked for yourself? Alright, I believe we men actually don't tend to cook a lot. However, actually women usually tend to cook. But still, sometimes actually we have to do it because, well, nobody in the family is around. So you have to cook for yourself usually. Alright, as long as there is nobody else but me, in that case I'm gonna have to speak actually about myself in that case. Well, to me, I believe it will be kebsa because Saudi people actually love kebsa and live for kebsa for some reason. So that's what I'm gonna say. So the last meal I cooked for myself was kebsa and no, it wasn't very good. It wasn't. But at least it was edible. Okay, so here we have something called fabulous falafel. As you can see, fabulous falafel. And we know that from the picture over here, this is the falafel as you know it. It's a Middle Eastern dish, of course, and I believe we all know it. Now, it's a famous dish for around the world, actually. But it was actually originated here in the Middle East. Okay, so before we start reading about it, we're gonna listen to, or at least we're gonna see these two pictures and gonna read the words over here, the new vocabulary. The first one over here, as you can see, it's called fava beans. Fava beans. Do you know what fava beans are? Actually, here in the Arab world, many people actually eat fava beans. They make it into something like, from beans, of course, they make it into something that probably many people eat for breakfast. Well, at least not me, but many people actually do. I know many people who actually do eat these for breakfast. Okay, and the other one, we have something called chickpeas. And do you know what chickpeas are? They are actually the things that we use to make hummus. Do you know hummus? What is it? People, I believe, in Syria, Palestine, Jordan, and so on, they actually use it a lot in their food. So, alright, we have learned about these, both of these, fava beans and chickpeas, which are the main ingredients into what we are going to learn about today. Okay, so this is what we're going to read together now. Hopefully we can listen to it.
1. Cross-curricular page. Listen, read, and write T for true or F for false.
Fabulous falafel. Falafel is balls of ground chickpeas or fava beans, or sometimes both, fried in oil. People eat falafel alone as a snack, or they put it in pita bread and eat it with salad, pickled vegetables and a hot sauce. Falafel is a popular dish all over the Middle East, and each country makes it in a different way. Today, people like eating falafel all over the world. It is also a kind of street food or fast food snack, but it is very healthy.
Okay, so we have listened about falafel and, how was it originated and what does it consist of and how do people actually eat it and with what? Okay, so first of all, let's look at the first questions. Here we have two questions about the thing that we have read. So what do we have to do is, as we have learned, we have to read the question and then we have to look it up into the essay or the text that we have read. Okay, so the first question is, where is falafel popular? Where is it popular? Do you know what is the meaning of popular? It means many people actually know it and consume it, which means eat it. Okay, so we're gonna look now. Where is falafel popular? Okay, so on the first one, as you can see, falafel is balls of ground chickpeas or fava beans, or sometimes both, fried in oil. People eat falafel alone or as a snack, or they put it in a pita bread and eat it with salad, pickled vegetables, and hot sauce. Falafel is a popular dish all over the Middle East, and each country makes it in a different way. So, did we encounter the word famous or popular? Yes, we did. We encountered the word. Okay, here's the word. The word popular, as you can see. So, alright, where is it famous in? Where? Which place exactly is it famous in? Well, as they say, as you can see once again, falafel is a popular dish in all over the Middle East, and each country makes it in a different way. So in that case, where is it famous in exactly? Well, that's right. Yes, in the Middle East, or all over the Middle East. So this is the answer, all over the Middle East. Let's write it down together. Come on, let's write it down together. So where is falafel popular? We're gonna say all over the Middle East. Okay, so this is the first one. It's famous all over the Middle East. Okay, let's go to the second question now. What kind of food is falafel today? What kind of food is falafel today? Do you know what is the meaning of what kind of food? It means when it's something that you consume actually only for breakfast, which means you cannot eat it for lunch or for dinner, or sometimes something you know, otherwise. You know, you eat it for dinner and you don't eat it for lunch, and so on. So let's learn now. Here on the second paragraph, let's start reading. It says, today, people like eating falafel all over the world. It is also a kind of street food or fast food snack, but it is very healthy. Okay, do you remember our question? Do you remember it very well? It says over here, what kind of food is falafel today? So, what sort of food? Did they mention what sort of food? Sort of kind. Do we have the word sort of kind over here? Yes, we do, which is here on the second line. Let me just remove this. It's here on the second line, as you can see it. Kind of. And then they said two things, street food or fast food snack. So in that case, what can we say about it? What can we say about it in that case? Come on. We can say both of these answers. One of them or both will be fine. Okay, our first answer is gone, but that's okay. Which is, it is kind of what? The first one was a street food. And then we have the other one, or we can also add them in the same sentence, or a fast food. Both of these answers are correct. Both of them are actually correct. It's kind of street food or a fast food. And once again, we said, where was the falafel popular? We said, all over the Middle East. All over the Middle East. Okay, so these are the answers of our questions in this one, as you can see them. First of all, where is falafel popular? It is popular all over the Middle East. And the second one, it says, what kind of food is falafel today? Well, it's considered as a kind of street food or fast food snack. Alright, so the summary of our lesson. In this lesson, we have presented a famous Middle Eastern dish. Well, this Middle Eastern dish, I believe it's actually famous in Saudi Arabia, although it's not Saudi, but it is famous here in Saudi Arabia, and we have learned many things about it. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much as always. It was an absolute pleasure for me to present this lesson for you. Thank you so much, everyone, and hopefully we will see you into other lessons. Thank you so much.